Good morning everyone. Till now we have completed two of the chapters. That is, first chapter we have started about computer system. In that you have studied about hardware and software. Hardware are the things which you can see and touch. In that you have studied about the input devices, output devices and processing devices. And software are the things. Actually they are not things, they are the programs on which the computer system runs. So software is divided into two types, that is system software and application software. This you have studied in chapter 1. And system software is having three parts, that is operating system, utility program and language translator. In that operating system, one is coming MS-DOS and the other is Windows. So second chapter you have studied about MS, Windows and then application software. In that application software actually means the programs which are used for different purposes. They are actually having many parts are there. You have studied in chapter 1, that is they are having 4 parts. One is for the word processing. In that MS Word and WordPad is there. Then presentation, that is MS PowerPoint you have studied. Then third is spreadsheet software. In that comes MS Excel. And fourth is DBMS software, that is MS Access and Oracle is coming. All these PowerPoint and Oracle you will be studying in the next classes. WordPad or MS Word you have studied in previous class. In this class we are going to study about MS Excel. The chapter name here is given More on MS Excel 2007. More is given means something you might have studied in previous class also. So you are having a little idea about MS Excel, that how does this MS Excel window look like. So this MS Excel window look like a table in which some columns are there, some rows are there. So in that formula and functions we are going to study in this chapter. So chapter name is More on MS Excel 2007, formulae and functions. So introduction. In the previous class you have learned how to write simple formula and create handy worksheets. So here it is given, you have studied, means you have studied in the previous class about how you can give the simple formula. Means before that you must know how to write a cell address. Cell address, how we are writing a cell address. First the column name and then the row number. Means here it is given. First you are writing the column name and then the row number. So in this chapter you will learn how to write advanced formula, cell referencing methods and make use of various functions in MS Excel. Some functions are there which we can use, like in mathematics also you are using. So here in MS Excel we can use some functions like sum, means instead of writing so many addresses, means so how we are taking many of the numbers and adding all together. Instead of writing all the cell addresses together, we can just give from here to there. So just in front of that you can use the function sum. Like that many more functions are there which you are going to study in this chapter. So types of cell referencing means how you will give the reference of the cell address. So cell referencing means how a cell address behaves in the formula when it is copied from one cell to the other. So there are 3 types of cell referencing in MS Excel, that is the relative referencing, absolute referencing and mixed referencing. Relative referencing means both the parts are not fixed, means both the column name also and the row number also, both keeps on changing, both of them are not fixed. Absolute means the one of them will be fixed and other is not fixed. Means sometimes if you are dragging column wise, means the row numbers will change. So one means the column name will be fixed and the row number will not be fixed. It will keep on changing as you will drag down. And mixed referencing means both will be keep on changing. Means here you have to drag diagonally. Diagonal, you are knowing, you are studying in mathematics. Diagonal means in a square ABCD, A to C is one line, that is called as diagonal. So it keeps on changing diagonally. Diagonally means here the column name also keeps on changing and the row number also keeps on changing. So what is written here? Every cell has a name known its address, which is made up of a column part and a row part. Means column name which is given in A, B, C and so on, and the row having the numbers given 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So it is having three kinds of referencing: relative referencing, absolute referencing and mixed referencing. So it is called as relative when both the parts are not fixed. When both the parts are not fixed, both keep on changing. Both the parts are not fixed, it is called as relative. And it is called absolute when both the parts are fixed. When both column name and the row number are fixed, it is called as absolute referencing. And it is called mixed when one of them is fixed, then it is called mixed referencing. Let us see that in detail. First, the relative referencing. The relative reference in this type is a normal cell address like A1, C3, H5 as it is given in the picture here. Here you can see A1. A1 means it is the first cell. Cell means a block, means a rectangular block where the column name is given as the A and the row number is given as the 1. So here it is blank, nothing is written here. So C3. C3 means C column and 3 row. What is written here? Like quantity is written here. So that is the address C3. Quantity, the word quantity is written for this particular picture. So in relative referencing, the formula in the copied cell changes according to the change in the position of the cell pointer. Means as you keep the cell pointer, means the mouse pointer, wherever you keep the mouse pointer, it keeps on changing. So that is called as relative referencing. Means as you keep on changing the cell or the mouse pointer, it keeps on changing. So if you copy the formula across rows or down columns, across rows means vertically if you are dragging, means column wise if you are dragging, the row numbers keeps on changing, and horizontally if you are dragging means the column name keeps on changing. So both are not fixed, both keeps on changing. If you copy formula across rows or down columns, the formula or the cell reference changes automatically. For example, if the formula in D4 is B4 into C4, so when the formula is copied vertically down, notice that the cell address in the formula had automatically changed. Just you can see in this figure, as you drag down this mouse pointer, so here it is written in the D4 cell address B4 into C4. As you drag it down, the cell address will automatically keep on changing, like B5 into C5, B6 into C6, B7 into C7 and so on. So this is called as relative referencing. When the formula is copied vertically down, notice that the cell address in the formula had automatically changed. So this is called the relative referencing. Next comes the absolute referencing. In this absolute referencing, absolute reference is specified by using the dollar sign. Dollar sign, wherever dollar sign is given means that particular, either it can be the column name or it can be the row number. It will be fixed. Wherever the dollar sign is given means it is fixed. So an absolute referencing is specified by using the dollar sign along with the column and the row number in the cell. For example, $B $4 means this dollar sign makes it fixed. In an absolute reference means using dollar sign means fixed to a specific location. If you copy the formula across rows or down columns, the absolute reference remains unchanged. In the example, you see that D4 has the formula $B $4 into 2 means where is that B4? Whatever is written in that B4, that has to be multiplied into 2. So, and when it is copied to the lower rows means vertically when it will be copied means the row number keep on changing. So there is no change in the cell address. So there will not be any change. The formula will be the same only. Means the value given in the cell B4 into 2, that particular will only be the formula for all the rows. Means it does not change. Next comes the mixed referencing. Mixed referencing means it is the mixture of one is the fixed and other is not fixed. Means dollar sign will come only after any of them one. One means which one? Either it can be in front of the column name or it can be in front of the row number. Anywhere it can be. So as given in this picture, you can see here in total it is written that $B4 means what is written in B4 $B4 into C $4 means here mixed referencing is the one part of the cell address is relative to and the other is absolute. Means it is a mixture of the relative and the absolute referencing. So either the column or the row number should have a dollar along with it. Means one will be fixed and other will not be fixed. For example, $B4 is a mixed cell reference with absolute column and row relative row. And C$4 is a mixed cell reference with relative column and absolute row. What does it mean? Means B. What is the B written? That B will be the column. B column will be fixed and the row number keeps on changing. And C$4 means fourth row will be fixed and this C, that is the column name, it keeps on changing. Means for the first you are dragging it down. Means vertically you are dragging. Means B column only you are dragging it down. 4 will keep on changing to 5, 6, 7 and so on. And C$4 means you are dragging it horizontally. Horizontally you are dragging. Means C keeps on changing and $4 means that row number 4 will be the particular fixed only. So this is called as the mixed referencing. So next are some functions given. So that we will see in our next class. Till now we have completed this chapter, the introduction part and about the cell address, relative referencing and absolute referencing and the mixed referencing. So my dear children, you go through these topics and try to understand this. We will continue our topic, our chapter in the next class. Thank you for today's class.